Hey, we're going to go over problem number 3. So in number 3, we have to do 4 things to these numbers. I already have them in least to greatest order. So in A, it says find the range. Remember, range is the biggest number, 599, minus the smallest number, 132. So the range is 467. For B, it says find the median in the first and the third quartiles. So let's start with the median. So if we look down at the numbers, there's 10 of them. So if we split the numbers in half, right there in between 251 and 277 will be our median. So remember, to find the median, you have to add up 251 plus 277 first. Let me add those up. And they add up to 528. And then divide by 2, and you'll get the exact middle, which is 264. So the median equals 264. Now the first and third quartile, the first quartile is going to be the middle of the lower half of the numbers, which is not 191. So Q1 is 191, and the third quartile is going to be the middle of the upper half of numbers, which is 334. So Q3 equals 334. In C, it says find the interquartile range. Now remember, interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. So you have to do 334 minus 191, which is 143. So that's the interquartile range. Now, D, it says name any outliers in the data. So we're going to set our boundaries. So I'm going to use the steps, the 3 steps from our notes to find outliers. So step 1 is to find the interquartile range, which we already did in part C. So the IQR is 143. Step 2 is to multiply the interquartile range times 1.5. So if I do 143 times 1.5, I get 214.5. This is my boundary number. Step 3 is to set my boundaries. So we need to set our lower boundary and our upper boundary. To do our lower boundary, we take Q1, which is 191, and subtract the boundary number, 214.5. So it's definitely going to be negative. And we get negative 23.5. That's our lower boundary. Now for our upper boundary, we take Q3, which is 334, and we add our boundary number, 214.5. And we do that, we get 548.5. Now I'm going to draw those boundaries. Let me put on the red, draw my house here. So my lower boundary is negative 23.5, so it is over here. My upper boundary is 548.5, so it will be right here between the 448 and the 599. So if I complete my house, there is only one number outside of the house. So that means my outlier, let me switch to purple here, for part D is 599. All right, that's the video for number 3. Thanks for watching, guys.